Hello there, welcome to a cTrader tutorial. This is a full tutorial in which I will be showing you how you can use a cTrader either in Deriv or any other platforms. So this tutorial may help you to use a cTrader app. Then if you don't have an account, I have left a link in the description. So go and register there to get a free demo account and start trading right away. Now, the first thing when you are on the cTrader, let's say that you have downloaded it from Deriv. So there is an option of downloading it when you try to open an account there. Now, let's say this is your dashboard. The first thing you need to do is change your time zone. So you just come here, you can see we have a very small arrow here. Open it and then you can choose your time zone here. So there is a reason that the first thing you want to do is change your time zone here, because when you go to the calendar or this time, let's say that you are looking at this chart, so you can see my time is this one. Even on my computer, this is my time. Also, when I am looking at this economic calendar, I can see the time. The time is set. It has changed to my time zone, so I can know at what time and date it will occur. So I can also, when I try to change it, let's say to this one, you will see that it has changed. Also here it has changed. That is why you need to change it the first time you open this app. Now I will return to my time zone so that we can see it that way. Now, when you are doing fundamental analysis, you have to use this economic calendar to know when and where they will be occurring. So as we can see, it will be occurring in the United States, and the United States dollar may be affected. So when you try to trade any currency that is against the United States dollar, then you have to be careful at that time because of the news. So we have the impact, whether it is high or low. So you can just check it here. And then we also have a news tab. So this news tab will help you to know when the news that are out there. So these are the news that can affect the market. So you need to be checking them when you are doing fundamental analysis. So for those doing fundamental analysis, that is depending on these real life scenarios or news, so that you can place your trade. Other than when you do technical analysis, you mean that you are using the charts, symbols to predict where the market is going. But in the fundamental analysis, people tend to use this information to their advantage to decide where the market will be going, and then they will place a trade. Now, after knowing that, we can proceed to the deposit and the wallet. Where is that located? As you can see here, we have a deposit and then we have a withdrawal. So in case that you want to deposit your money, you just come here, and then when you want to make your withdrawal, just come here. And let's say that you have deposited. After depositing, you can see here we have somewhere where you can change your real account. So just come here, try to change it, and then after doing that, you will be able to change into a real account. And also after depositing, you can see we also have something here I want to show you. Transactions. You can see the deposits and withdrawals that you have made here. You just open here and then you will be able to see them. Now, after you have done that, you will come to this tab. This tab is the one that technical traders or scalpers, those people who just trade, who do fast trades and within minutes they are out of the market, use this information. So we have price depth of market, and then we have standard depth of market. So they can also all use this information to know when buyers are entering and sellers are entering the market. So this can help them to know when the spreads are high or low, so that they enter or exit the market. So this information is for technical, not really technical, but those fast traders, not long-term traders. So after knowing all that information, we'll go to the charts. Now here we have the chart. As you can see, we only have one chart. Now if I want to add another chart, I can just come here and then I scroll through to a market that I'm interested, tap on it, and I will add another chart here. So here I have a chart and here I have a chart. I can also repeat the process and I will add another chart just here below. I can do that and I will have 4 charts that way. Now if I want to close any of these, I can just come here and then close that one, close this one. I am left with the 2. Then I can still go back to the one that I want. Now on this chart, I can change these candles to the ones that I want. So if I want to do that, I just come here. We have a bar chart. This is the same as HLC chart. This is not a bar chart. So you can see this is just a HLC chart somehow, but this is a bar chart. Okay, we have, they are not similar, so when you are interested in them, but most people stick to candlestick because they look good or they can be used to analyze the market in a good way. Now here we also have a zoom. When you are not using your mouse to zoom, you can just use this place. So when you are using your mouse, you can zoom in and out by just using a scroll button. You just scroll in and out. You'll be able to zoom this market or this chart. Now we also have something here that you can choose from. This is the time frame on that chart that you have chosen. So you can choose 1 minute. This is 5 minutes, that way, hours and days and weeks and month. Now we can also click on these dots and we see that we have, you can also choose in terms of ticks, and here you can choose in terms of pips and also arrange in terms of pips. All this information you can use it to choose a time frame that will work for you. Now when you want to place, now let's say that you want to add indicators on this chart. So to add indicators on this chart, you can just right click and then we have indicators here, or we have a button here, add indicator. Now here you can just choose an indicator that you are interested in, like this one, alligator, and then you can add, or you can just change this to get an indicator that looks good, or you can use it to analyze the market. Now I have added, let's see it on the chart. It is still loading. Now as it is loading, we have a Deriv icon just behind this chart. If we want to change that one, you just right click and then you can see the background image. You can just choose none and then you can just remove it that way. you see we don't have an image there. Now that way you will have no image. Now if you want to remove this indicator, you can just right click it and then it will appear this way. Just delete it that way, it will go away. So you can also use indicators if you like indicators to analyze your market. Now if you don't like indicators, we have the drawings here, some simple drawings that you can make to help you to use the indicator. Now let us start with the pencil. Now here you can just draw this way. I am able to draw, and then if I'm not interested in this color, we have colors here. Just choose, then I'll go and choose the pencil. This way I can draw that way. I can also move it this way or the way I want, that way. You see, I can just move it to see, you see, the shape I like. Now I will just delete these two, and then let me right click it so that I delete it this way. Just select it, right click, delete it away, it will go away. Now you can also use a text. You just write whatever you want that way. There, you just delete it if you want. I just delete this one. We also have shapes. If you like shapes, rectangle, we just do it that way, and then you will be okay with that one. Let me also remove this one. We also have these lines. We have vertical lines, horizontal lines, trend lines, arrows. You can do all of those. Then we have something that I saw here. I want to show you. Yeah, it is this one. This one, can just use them if you like them. So I know there are some people who know to use this, but I don't like them. I just wanted to show you where they are. Now after doing that, we have a crosshair. This one will help you when you are trying to know where and the time the price was and the exact time. You just use it to know. Now I will return it to my mouse, and then we have something important I want to show. So it is here. We have these shapes. You can also add them. Let's say that you want a circle, just press it that way. If you want a star, that way. And then if you don't like that color, let's say that you want it with a green, you can just do that way. And after doing all that, you just delete them if you want to, that way. And you can also lock them that way so that they do not move. So I will remove them, and then if I want to take a picture of this market, let's say that I have made some drawings and I want to share it to people. So I will do a drawing and then take a snap. Now let's say that I want to use risk reward. This is a rectangle that you use, a green and red one that you use to know your profit and your loss ratio. So you just choose one, and then after doing that, you just bring it to where you want to enter the market. That way you can just raise it. Let's say that you are intending to buy on this market. You can now see where, when you decide to exit at this place, you will have what profit. So you see, from here to here it is 62 pips, and from here to here it is 24 pips. So if you set your loss here, then you can see that you will go, when it goes to negative 24.7 pips, you can imagine the amount of money you can lose. Then we have the ratio, the profit to loss ratio. So this is the ratio. And then if you want to share to people, let's say that you have a social channel, you can just take a snap of that, and then after doing that, you just share it to people. So I can just take that way. I have taken it. I can just share it to people that way. Now I just close this one, and then we'll go. Let us go now to these markets. You can see here we have the markets. If you want to choose them, you can also choose them just from there. So you have the option to choose them from there. Now, if you want to choose another market, there is a simple way that you can choose. Let's say that you have many charts. So I will add more charts here so that we can see what I'm trying to say. So let's say that I have such an amount of charts and I want to choose markets without struggling. So we have an expand here, and then we have the markets just on all symbols or watch list. Here you can just choose one. Let's say that you are interested in metals, you choose. But in the watch list, I can also use it to choose the market that I want. Now here, if I wanted, let's say this market to go on this chart, I just select the chart, then come to the market, tap on it. You see, it has came here. Now if I want it to come here, I just select that. Now it will move here that way. So you can do that one to select in a faster way so that you save your time. Now after knowing that, you can now learn how to place an order. To place an order, we have something you can see here, new order. You just press on it, and then you will get a prompt of how you edit that order. But there is an easier way of doing that. Just choose simple, and then if you want a sell, you select it that way. A buy, you select it that way. Now I am on my demo. I just go to a fast moving market, and then we will see how it works. Now I want to go to the currencies. I want Euro USD, this one. Now let's say that I'm predicting this market to go up. Now I'll choose the buy, and then I change the lots. So the lots is the same as the risk that you are willing to take out so that you get that profit. Now for this, I'll go with the 5 so that according to my balance, it is not that bad. Now after that, there is a stop loss and a take profit. If I want to, can just set it. I can also set it in terms of money. I just set it in terms of money if I don't want complicated things. And then we have the stop loss, can just set it. Now if I wanted it to execute when the market reaches certain price, I just come to limit, and then I can just enter the price that I'm willing this trade to be executed. And then after doing that, this order will appear here on orders. So if I want to check it, or if you want to check it, just come to orders and you will see it. Or I can just do it with a stop or stop limit. But for me now, I just do it with this market, and then I will buy it. So that way it will just appear here on the open position, and then you can see this is the order that I have placed. Now if I see that this market is moving to the place that I had predicted, I can just double it. If I want to double, I can just do it that way, and you can see the loss has just increased. So just be careful about that. And I can also reverse that way. I can just reverse, but for now I just leave it to run. And then this is for closing. if I want to edit it, just come to setting, and then I can just edit the stop loss, take profit, or all of that, and then I have some simple information that I can see here. Now that is enough. Let's go to this side. Now there's something I have not talked about. If you want to see, let's say that I have closed this trade, we have the history here. You can just go to the history and see your trades that you had closed earlier. So you can see there. I'll just expand it and then we will see it. Now here you can see all the trades that I did, and then I can just go to the journal and you can see all the trades that were being made. Now I can also set price alerts here. I can just set them, and if I want to see my details, my trading details, I can just come to this place. I want to show you this analyze. This one will show me how I have been trading. You can see, so you can see how my balance had been going from this to this. You can see this green line, my equity, and then we have the balance. Now the equity is just the balance that is the total balance subtracted the running trades. Let's say when you are on the profit, then your equity is higher than your balance, but when you are on the loss, then your equity is less. As you can see, I'm on a loss, so the equity is this one. So when I decide to close that trade, then this will be my balance. Now I can see the number of trades or the trades that I was making on which currencies I was making. So you can see here, and which I won. So I won this one, and then you can see it made 75% of all the profit that I made. And then we have somewhere where you can see the net profit here. So when you come to analyze, you can see what you have been doing, and then make sure that you start out with a demo account so that you don't run into such losses. As you can see, so you just start with a demo account, and then after analyzing full analysis, you just place your trade and make sure that you enter a low lot size, because a higher lot size means a high risk, and then you don't want to risk a lot of money. Now let's say that you don't have an experience in trading. Then if you don't have an experience in trading, there's also a solution for you. So here we have copy. Here we have traders who are very profitable. So these are traders that you can copy from, and then you can also make your money here. So you just start copying, and then you enter the amount of money you want to copy with, and then we have the performance fee. So this fee is just the fee that is deducted from your profit to pay this trader. So you just have to understand that one, and then after doing that, you can just start copying when you see that this trader is doing a good job, or it's just using a strategy that is working for you. So when you click on him, I just clicked on that trader, I can see all the information, what they are trading, the total size of trades. You can see all the information that can help you to decide whether you want to copy that trader. So that was it for today. If you have any question on this, kindly ask. I will help you out to understand. And then I have left a link in the description. If you want to create an account in Deriv, then click it. You will be redirected and create a demo account. So thanks for watching. See you in the next video.